We talk to a lot of landscaping companies that think growth just comes from finding more new customers. And yeah, that's true to a certain degree, but that mindset is exactly why so many landscaping business owners feel stuck on a treadmill where every month is starting at zero, right? You have brand new projects, brand new leads, brand new ads, new estimates, and new stress. My name's Charles, and I run Become the Authority. We build and install what's called the job flow system. It's an operating system we use to help landscaping companies grow in a predictable way. And it's not by finding some secret lead source, but it's by fixing the systems inside of your business that determine what happens before a job is completed and after a job is completed. And today, I want to show you how landscaping companies can generate more revenue from the existing customers and leads they already have without discounts, without gimmicks, and without sounding salesy. Because the truth is this, most landscaping companies do the hard part once. They win the customer and then they disappear. They just do one project and it's done. The job gets done, an invoice goes out, and unless the homeowner happens to remember them months later, the relationship probably ends. And it's not because the customer wasn't happy, but it was because there was no real system to stay in touch. And repeat business isn't something that's like a motivation problem, right? It's a systems problem. And repeat business is the most profitable type of revenue that you can create inside of your business. It's cheaper than ads, it converts faster, and when you start stacking in things like referrals, it compounds over time. But the reason most landscapers don't benefit from it is because they're still trying to rely on memory. They're trying to remember to follow up. They're trying to remember to check in. They're trying to remember to ask for reviews and referrals. But when things get busy, and we know that it does, those things start to slip through the cracks. So we solved that with a couple different systems. The first system is just a simple monthly reach out, okay? It's not a sales blast and it's not just a sales coupon or something like that. We send a professional newsletter that reminds people that you exist and that you're a professional that they already trust, okay? And the email tends to be more education leaning. Things like seasonal tips, what to watch for in their yard, photos of some recent work that we've done, a variety of different educational pieces with some offers embedded into the email. And over time, this does something powerful. When you do need to reach out with an offer or reminder, it doesn't just feel cold, it feels normal. These people are starting to get used to hearing from you. And when you don't have this set up, these messages will feel intrusive, but when you do, the customers feel like they already know you. Now, the second system that we focus on is automated check-ins through text message and email. Now, again, you are not just texting and emailing people discounts, they're just timing-based reminders, things that check in on them with before a season changes. Maybe if there's a storm, you're following up after a major storm, or you're reaching out when it's time for maintenance or cleanups or upgrades. These work because they're relevant, they're not pushy. And because the system is automated, you don't have to rely on your memory or your staff or perfect timing. And that's where a lot of the hidden revenue lives. Most landscaping businesses already paid for the lead, right? But they never actually got anything out of it because they never went back. And the third system is what we use to turn happy customers into growth engines, and that's going to be focusing on reviews and referrals. Most companies will ask for reviews once, if they even remember, right? We build the system so that it happens automatically when a job is completed, and we follow up until they give us a review or give us some feedback. And here's the key that most people miss. The moment someone leaves a positive review, in that moment, trust is the highest. And that's when we thank them and make it easy to refer someone else, again, using our systems. It doesn't have to be awkward. It doesn't have to be aggressive. You're just taking advantage of good timing. And this does two things for you. The reviews are going to strengthen your visibility on Google, okay? And that's gonna make that organic traffic coming in. And then it also generates those referral leads that close easier than ads ever will. This is how growth starts compounding without you needing to spend a bunch of extra money on ads. But this is why this almost never happens without systems. It's because there's no reminders. There's no triggers that make this happen automatically. There's no ownership, so none of the people that work with you know what they're supposed to do. And so the follow-up fades as soon as things start to get busy. And this is why repeat revenue isn't necessarily about trying harder. It's about installing the systems and procedures that run whether you're thinking about them or not. And that's exactly why we built JobFlow the way that we did. The focus is not just on generating more leads, but we aim to increase the lifetime value of those leads, reduce your dependence on ads, and make your growth predictable. And when this is installed correctly, they stop feeling desperate for the next lead or the next job, and they begin to feel in control. So if you want to see how much repeat revenue you're potentially leaving on the table, the next step is a JobFlow systems teardown. And that's where we're going to be looking at your past customer list, old leads, your follow-ups, your review, your reactivation systems, and show you exactly where money is being left behind and what fixing it would look like inside of your business. And if it makes sense to work together, we can talk about implementing JobFlow. But even if it doesn't, you're still gonna walk away with clarity and a clear plan on what you need to fix inside of your business. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level and stop blowing money on ads and start making more money from your list, go ahead and click the link down in the description, and we'll see you on the other side.